Namaskar, Jajallappa, and good morning. This is Liladhar Adhikari, an English teacher from Kirtipur Secondary School that is located next to Nepal Telecom office in Kirtipur. As an English teacher, I am speaking through the radio waves of Neva FM 106.6 MHz to facilitate the students of grade 9 in their English class through this radio lesson. Neva FM is presented by Anak Media for Nepal Bhasa Academy in Kirtipur, and the organizer of this radio class is Kirtipur Municipality. Dear all, you all are benefited from listening to this program to some extent at this critical time caused by COVID-19 pandemic, we hope. Students, this radio lesson is not all in all. However, at such a difficult time, it helps you somehow. From the very beginning, I have chosen the topics that guide you to develop your own self-learning strategies through which you can enhance your learning on your own pace and effort. Let's not expect much to be back in schools very soon. Therefore, you have to be used to learn digitally, especially with the help of internet, computer, tablet and smartphones. Dear all, today we are going to be familiar with one of the digital platforms for learning, that is email. Do you know what email is and when this digital technology began? Excellent. Some of you are significantly up to date with new technology. Still, some of you have a little idea or not at all. Don't worry, we'll learn today. Moreover, we'll learn to create an email ID. After we study this lesson, you all will have your own email ID. You must have one to learn digitally, especially through asynchronous communication. Dear, do you know what asynchronous communication and synchronous one are? Well, simply, asynchronous communication is when you send a message or email without expecting an instant or immediate response. For example, email or message on mobile phone. Whereas in synchronous communication, the receiver or recipient responds immediately, for example, a phone call. My dear students, before you read the text, you should be familiar with some other words that facilitate to get the message of the text. Are you with pen and paper? And the textbook? Please write down the words. These are digital, D-I-G-I-T-A-L, digital, recipients, R-E-C-I-P-I-E-N-T-S, recipients, network, N-E-T-W-O-R-K, network, server, S-E-R-V-E-R, server, simultaneously, S-I-M-U-L-T-A-N-E-O-U-S-L-Y, simultaneously, and verification, V-E-R-I-F-I-C-A-T-I-O-N, verification. Now, try to match these words with the given meaning. Write down the meaning just under and try to match. Well, the first meaning is a resource computer. Second one, a person or thing that receives something. A person or thing that receives something. And the third, confirming truth or accuracy. Confirming truth or accuracy. The fourth one is electronic or software based. Electronic or software based. Similarly, the fifth meaning is web, system, interconnection, and the last one is at the same time. Well, students, try to match them. Okay, number 1, the first word is digital. Digital goes with electronic or software based. 2, recipient. Recipient is a person or thing that receives something. We can say receiver. Number 3, network. It means web, W-E-B, web, you know, website, system, or interconnection. Number 4, server. What is that? A resource computer. Server is a resource computer. Fifth one, simultaneously. It means at the same time. We can say concurrently. And the last one is verification. Verification means confirming truth or accuracy. Dear students, later make your own sentences using these 6 words. Now open your textbook, English grade 9. It's page number 82 and 83. That is unit 7, giving instructions and describing purpose. You have seen the topic. Under reading, there is think and act activity. Do it by yourself. So let's go to study time. Read the given text and locate or find out the following information. There are 3 questions you have to locate. Question number 1. What is the text about that you are going to read? Number 2. What does email stand for? Number 3. What kinds of messages are distributed electronically via email? Dear all, read the text silently to locate the information. Don't you have your textbook? If so, let me read out for you. Listen carefully. Email. Electronic mail is most commonly referred to as email or email. Mail. Email generally refers to a method of exchanging digital messages from a sender to one or more recipients. It is distributed by electronic means from one computer user to one or more recipients via a network. It is claimed that people started sending and receiving email from 1993. However, it has recently been popular in our country. Today's email systems are based on a store and forward model. Email servers accept, forward, deliver, and store messages. Neither the users nor their computers are required to be online simultaneously. They need to connect to a server for as long as it takes to send or receive messages. Thus, an email is an information and communication technology, that is, you say, ICT. In this technology, users use email differently based on how they think about it. There are many software platforms available to send and receive messages. Popular email platforms include Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo Mail, Outlook, and many others. Now, creating an email ID. ID means identification or email address, we say. Let us learn about creating a new email ID or email address using Gmail. You have to follow the following instructions. First, open a web browser, Internet Explorer, or Google Chrome, or Mozilla, etc. Dear students, we use Opera and UC browser nowadays very often. Google Chrome is the most reputed one. Write in the address bar www.gmail.com. G-M-A-I-L, Gmail. Now click on Create an Account. After clicking on Create an Account button, you will get a window image below. That is, window image is a page with Create your Google account. With Create your Google account, fill in all the details. You have to give your details, name, address, date of birth, your password and others. Here, the username is the desired user ID which you want to create. After filling in all the details, click on Next Step button. After next step, you will ask for phone number for verification. Enter your cell phone number or mobile number and click on Continue button. Now your ID is almost created. There is an option for uploading your image. Upload your image or photo. Finally, click on the Next Step button and you will get your inbox on the screen. Congratulations! You have created your new Gmail ID. Use it to exchange messages, documents, images, etc. Well, students, let's check whether you have located the information. Number 1. What is the text about? Good. The text is all about email, its short history, usage and procedure to create an email ID or address. Dear students, you know our permanent addresses have been only the formal and theoretical identification nowadays. We mostly come in contact with people through email or phone number nowadays. Question number 2. What does email stand for? Email stands for electronic mail. The very first line of the text, where electronic refers to operating with microchips and electricity, for example, computer, phone, etc. And mail refers to a letter, note or message. You know, personal letter and business letters. Question number 3. What kinds of messages are distributed electronically via email? Various types of messages such as text messages, documents, images and videos are sent and received via email. The last sentence in the text you can see. My dear students, in the text, the different steps of creating a new Gmail account are given. And on page 84, you are asked to do an activity. The different steps here in the exercise 2, should be put in correct order. They are not put in proper order, rather put haphazardly there in your textbook. Write what comes after what. The instructions are, you can look at the textbook, that is page number 84. The first instruction is, click on create an account. Altogether there are 8 instructions. Second one, open a web browser. Write in the address bar www.gmail.com. The third one, fill in all the details. Fourth one, after filling in all the details, click on next step button. The next one is Your ID is about almost created. There is an option for uploading your image. Next step. Now you will get a window to fill up your details. Next, after the next step, it will ask for phone number. For verification, enter your mobile phone number, cell phone number, and click on next step button and you will get your inbox. And the last one is click on next. Well, go back to the previous page, read silently and rearrange the instructions or the sentences to create an email address or email ID. Students, what can be the first step? Excellent. The first step is open a web browser. Dear students, you can do it on a computer or your smartphone. You can use Chrome browser, Opera browser or UC browser and so on. Write in the address bar www.gmail.com. Step 2. What can be step 2? In order, click on create an account. And the step 3. Now you will get a window to fill up. Here window means a new page. Step 4. Fill in all the details. And step 5 is what? Good. After filling in all the details, click on next step button. Step 6. After the next step, it will ask for your phone number for verification. Enter your cell phone number and click on next step button and you will get your inbox. Here you may enter your existing email ID or your parents' email ID too. You have to answer some security questions as well. Step 7. Your ID is almost created. There is an option for uploading your image. Image means your photo. Now, step 8 is click on next. Dear all, you know, you share only your email ID with your friends, relatives and other people. Actually, you do not share your password, which is totally private, and keep it only with you. Well, let's go to exercise 3 on your textbook, page number 84, that is read and answer. The first question is, what is email? The second is, when did people start using email? Third, write down the role of email in communication. That is, the importance or usage of email. The fourth one is, list all the software platforms mentioned in the text. The fifth question, the last question under exercise 3 is, what is needed to send and receive email? Dear students, can you find the answers in the text given in your textbook? Yes. Number 1. Let's go to number 1. What is an email? Okay. We have already discussed much about it. It is there, the second sentence in the first paragraph. You can read it out. That is, email generally refers to a method of exchanging digital messages from a sender to one or more recipients. You can send email to many recipients at the same time electronically. It's interesting, isn't it? Now, question number 2. Have you found the answer? When did people start using email? Have you found the answer? Exactly. You are right. They started using it in 1993. It is said from 1993, since 1993, people have been using email. And the next number is question number 3. Write down the role of email in communication. Actually, you do not find the exact answer explicitly in the text. You can answer by yourself on your own. Okay, in the text, something is given there. In the first paragraph, you can see when you send email, neither the users nor their computers are required to be online simultaneously. At the same time, you shouldn't be online. Okay, therefore it is known as asynchronous communication. For example, you can give so many other uses of email. For example, email has almost replaced the post office and many more. Do you know post office? In the past, they used to be the medium of sending and receiving letters. Postman, you know. And question number 4 is what? List all the software platforms mentioned in the text. Can you list them out? Yes, excellent. They are mentioned at the bottom of the first paragraph. You can see at the bottom of the first paragraph, page number 82, you can see different software platforms. Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo Mail, Outlook, and so on. Gmail is mostly used these days. Dear students, question number 5. What is needed to send and receive email? Do you know? What is necessary to send email and to receive email? What do you need? Yes, servers or network is needed to send and receive email. Moreover, you should have a device, a computer or a smartphone to receive email, to send email. Okay, these are the things which are necessary to send and receive email. Dear students, you have read this text and you have learned much about email, though some of you have already got email ID. Some of you may not have got email ID. As your assignments, if you don't have one email ID, create your own email ID following the tips that you have read or I have told you. You can get the idea from the internet if you have the internet access. Many of you have got internet access, I hope. Thus, you can get connected to your teachers, relatives, friends, and employers. If you want to share anything with me or ask anything, you can simply send me a mail after creating your email ID. But you have to give me your identification or full introduction. Otherwise, I may not know who you are. Therefore, with your full identity, you have to send me an email if you want. So, my Gmail ID, you can note down. You can write down my Gmail ID if you like. That is liladhar@gmail.com. You know, all the letters are lowercase letters or small letters. That is, and there shouldn't be any space anywhere. You have to write there. Let me spell Lila, Lila, ADSIKAR, Adhikar, @gmail.com. gmail.com. No space anywhere, remember. Dear students, okay, that's the end of our class this time. Me, your English teacher, Liladhar Adhikari. See you next time. Thank you for listening. Stay safe and stay healthy.